What is up, guys? You know who it is. It is your boy, Jeff from Sunshine Pet. Today, we're doing a different type of video because I have a tripod currently and a microphone. So I'm quite curious to see how this comes through in the video. So today, we're going to be doing a full fish room tour of all my fish tanks and my little fish room we got going on here. Pretty much everything that I do. I have some new breeding projects that I'm in the works too, and I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think. So please like and subscribe, and let's get into this video. All right, so the first video, or the first fish tank we have here are going to be the orange Venezuelan Cories, some of my favorite Cories that I have currently, and I'm very excited to be breeding them. They're very easy, and I'll get into that in a minute. But currently I have a 15-gallon with tons of hornwort. Let's get some zoom in action for you guys. You can actually see them. I will be doing a water change soon, but this video first. But you can see how orange these guys are. The light does help, but these guys are very prolific for me. In this current tank, I probably have over 70, and I have to move them soon because there's too many fish in this tank currently. But you can see how orange these guys are. That's why they're called orange Venezuelan Cories. They're kind of similar to the green bronze Cories. They're just more orange. We do have in this tank some orange sun-kissed shrimp. They're not as prolific as the actual cherry shrimp, but I do have them. Now, in the second tank below, so in this tank that you see here, this is my breeding tank for the orange Venezuelan Cories, where right now you can see I do have some fry in there. Could even get some zoom in. So those are some fry that I kind of just threw in there that I had in the breeding box that I had. I pretty much just have a bunch of grass there. They're the parents back there. Now, with my orange Venezuelan Cories, if you ever wanted to breed them, this is a 10-gallon tank. I probably have maybe 6 or 7 adults, probably buy a bunch of different fry. And the only thing that I need is this particular pump. This is I guess a flow, I don't know what the hell it's called. I got it on Amazon. It was like $8. And every time I want to breed these guys, the only thing that I do, is I have the sand substrate. I don't think that matters. Once that, I prep them for a few days with food. I basically feed them bloodworms, blackworms, just basically feed them a lot. Put that on. The very next day, if we can see it in there, based on, let's see if you can see that there, if it focuses, all those are eggs right there. I am going to leave them there for now because I don't want to have any more fish because I'm going to be going away in December. So I simply just do not want any more. This particular tank, if anyone has bought any fish from me or any blue mystery snails, this is the one breeder tank that I have. And you can see on top all the eggs that I have. This particular tank, I do have the sailfin mollies. I also have the magenta mystery snails, and I have the breeding pairs of the snow white plecos. Other than that, that is it. I have the crushed coral for the hardness and the hardness for the mystery snails. They breed very prolifically, and I try not to keep many in here because I know the water quality does go pretty quick with these mystery snails because they're very dirty, and I do feed them a lot. Second tank is, as you all know, the very bane of my existence because these stirby Cories do not breed for me. Once I moved them into this tank, they actually ended up breeding for me, and that was the only time they bred. But you can see them in the back right now. I do have some guppies and some other fish in here. But other than that, that is just that tank. Nothing really going on with that. This tank, if we can see it here, we have some, I think I have 2 or 3 breeding pairs of the green phantom plecos. Green dragons, sorry. You can see there's 2 different shades there. You got a lighter and a darker. Hopefully you can hear my accent. Some mystery snails that I'll be taking out as well, and then you can see all the black shrimp that I have and the different quality mystery snails, mostly blue. I haven't really been breeding anything else, just the blues right now. There's some ivory, In this tank, there's one black Cory that's left back there that I never caught out somewhere. Don't know. All right, in this tank, which I was hoping they would come out, but, you know, they're not, obviously. And the lighting in this particular room is not the best. So let's see if I could shut this off. A lot going on right now. Bear with me. All right. Doesn't help a little bit. But I know I did clean the fish room recently. Let's see if we can find one. I do have some assassin snails in here. Unfortunately, the plecos are not coming out to play. Oh, there's one right there. Jesus. All right. So these I ended up picking up at the New Jersey auction. I believe I picked up 6 for about $65. They are the Tiger plecos, L136, I believe. So I'm excited to try to breed them. I have the the black rams. I was trying to breed these guys, but none of them are breeding for me right now. So, you know what? I don't know. And in this tank, we do have the snow white or the snowball shrimp. Not too sure. And we do have a fish that I picked up in Florida. This is actually the first fish that I traveled with on a plane. These are the honeycomb Wabensteer plecos. I just call them honeycomb. So that is a type of bristlenose that I'm excited to breed. You can see, looks like a big male back there. So I'm excited to breed these guys. Now, I am going to make a video on this eventually, but this is my scuds tank. Now, a lot of times when people have scuds, I will show you exactly what a scud is. It's kind of a crustacean. So that is the scud. Let's go in even closer. They are currently feasting on honey hornwort. Now, in this particular tank, the scuds do love Java moss. I would say they love Java moss more than the hornwort, but pretty much a scud is just a crustacean, basically just vegetable matter, as I feed them all types of stuff. Now, if you can see back there, tons of them are on an old piece of zucchini. So these guys breed easily. So once you get a starter culture, you just put them in a tank, pretty much just let them go. I'm not an expert on these guys, but this is the tank that I have them in. And then anytime I want to take them out, I pretty much just put a bunch of food on the bottom and then scoop them up. Pretty simple. In this tank, as we can see here, are my angelfish. Now these are the blue angelfish I have to take out in order to breed them, because I do want to breed them, and the orange veal-tail koi angels, and I have one Bulgarian green silk point angel left that I never got rid of. And I do currently have a regular albino pleco in there with babies, but most likely I'm going to leave them in there, or by the time of the next auction, if they're still alive, I will take them out and I'll sell them, because I don't want any more regular plecos. There are clown loaches in this tank. They're hidden right now, so they will probably eat them. I do have some long fins and some other plecos. I do have one of my first fish is the regular pleco. Unfortunately, I think I'm eventually going to get rid of this fish because he is big for this tank, and if I want to start breeding fish in this tank, then can't have them in there. In this particular area too, I have and in these tanks I just have the black rams, not breeding at all. Can't get them to breed. You know, I just don't know what's going on with them. I might change. I have, I think, 2 black rams in each tank, and then the 2 electric blues rams. I'm trying to breed them together, but they're simply just not breeding for me. And in this tank right now are all my black Corys. We do have some only longfin variant plecos, because I predominantly just want to breed the longfins because they command more money. So this tank, I had 50 black Corys, Schultzii, but probably sold since then maybe 20 to 25. I'm probably assuming around 20. I called multiple stores around my area, and just simply no one wants to pay what they used to pay. So I'm kind of stuck at where I want to really do what to do with these guys. I most likely will just get rid of them at the clubs, because I think the clubs deserve the money more than the pet stores, because the pet stores simply do not want to pay for a quality fish that is basically full grown to a point where they just are ready to breed. And I think it's a little ridiculous. So you got to know your guys' standards as far as when it comes to selling your fish. I do have a wave maker in here as well, which I'm surprised these guys have not bred for me, but I haven't really conditioned them for it yet. And there are a lot of fish in here. So in order for me to breed fish, as far as cories, they do like to, at least in my fish room, they do not like to have a lot of fish in the tank. So when there's a lot of fish in this particular tank, they do not breed. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to the handheld. I did not like that tripod. All right. And in this tank are my most prolific fish, are the green cories. I probably have maybe 15 in here. There are constantly eggs in here that I just simply leave in. We can go over there, you can see, and this is actually a little, there's some eggs in here right now, but there's normally thousands in here. And when I say thousands, I'm not even joking. Like, there's the whole glass is normally just covered. I do have some green dragons in here as well. I'm growing them out to be future breeders, because green dragons do command a little more money, but really not that much. And in here are the babies of, and these are all the green cories that I have. There's quite a lot in here. And then you have my cherry shrimp. The cherry shrimp colony eventually, actually my cherry shrimp colony ended up almost getting lost, because when I had all the scuds up there and the white plecos that I had in here, the white plecos grew so fast, and I was like wondering, how the hell did these plecos grow so fast? They were eating all the cherry shrimp. So I took all the cherry shrimp out of there, and I put the rest of the colony in this tank. There are some scattered through other tanks, but they are doing a lot better now. The assassin snails that I got locally recently did very well. And that's it in this tank. But all this Java moss is actually from outside. I ended up cleaning it and throwing it basically in the tank, and yeah, cherry shrimp love it. In this tank are my breeder black cories. There are some fry in there that I threw in there. These are all my original black cories that I got from multiple breeders throughout all the fish clubs, from Harry, from just multiple guys. If you guys are watching this, so you know who you are. So now they're all in here. There are some deformed ones. I ended up getting them from a guy in, I think, Jersey, who I haven't seen in a while. I think he's from Connecticut, actually. So his cories were not the best. And we do got, I just noticed that actually too, these guys getting pretty old with his eyes. They look like there's something going on with them. Over here, which is something the tank that I'm going to have to address eventually, is I do want to cut this Anubias. I've had this Anubias for probably 5 years, and it's my biggest plant, and I do have to cut it up. These are the slate cories that I got a while back at Underground Aquatics. Very big, but they simply just do not breed for me. So I'm thinking there's too many plecos in this particular tank. So I do want to get rid of all the plecos in there and keep that more as a cory tank, or I will split it up and put all my angels in there. I have not decided, because I'm thinking maybe with this whole section here, I might end up just getting a bunch of 20 longs, because I got a bunch of lids over there, or 20 highs, and then basically putting them more long ways. So that way I can get more fish and maybe get rid of this tank, because this particular tank right now I think takes up too much space, and it doesn't serve the purposes of what I really want right now. Longfin green dragon. These are my fish that I had from outside in the pond, and these are the ones I'm going to keep for breeding. I will get some, get rid of some more at the next few auctions. I actually didn't think I had that many in there. So this tank I do constant water changes on, because there are a lot of fish in there right now, but all the pumps are off because it would make for a better video. But that's it. These are the lyre tail, swordtail, some pleiades, some high fins. There's all types of stuff in here that I got from local pet stores and Petco. Over here are the platinum rams that pretty much never grew. I got them from Country Critters. I think they came in maybe sick or just deformed, and they just never grew. And I do have, I wanted to breed them, but I don't think they will ever breed. So I'm kind of just leaving them. In this tank too, there are all the Starlight plecos, the L183. I don't know if any of them are in there now that you could see. Unfortunately, I don't see any. There's a big guy back there, but I don't think there's enough lighting. In this tank, we do have some rams. We have two of the original blue rams that I have, and I wanted to try something different with them, and I kind of just threw two females into two males, and I'm waiting for them to pair off. The females, I feel like they are at breeding age right now, but they're constantly chasing each other, so I'm hoping when I can see them pair and I get more tank space, you can see the males chasing each other. The long-fin leopard Danios, which I tried breeding the regular long-fin Danios, the zebra Danios, but they have one male and like 5 females. So, and in this tank are just some of my oldest Bristol Nose Pleco. These are the biggest Pleco that I have. I think he is the one, these two right there. And that's the giant male in the back. He'll come around again. He'll be coming around the mountain. Also a bunch of just different types of Corys. These are some of my original fish in this tank. I haven't done anything with this tank in the past probably 3 or 4 years. This is one of those tanks where I just basically leave the fish to grow out, and I do want to get rid of pretty much all the plecos in here and then kind of do something different with this tank. But, you know, whatever. And in this tank, we have my favorite fish, the L181, well, actually my second favorite fish, the L181 Pleco. The males are ready to breed, but I still think the females may need a little bit of time maturing. We have some regular snow white plecos. We have some reds, which I have to take out. Some more on sun-kissed shrimp. Pretty much it for this tank. Other than that, that's it. And then we have some... Oh, shit. Fuck, they actually bred. Ah! Shit, that's cool. This is what you discover. So we got a pair. Finally, someone bred. It's not zooming in. But yeah, those are the eggs. There's a... I think the gold is a male. But these guys laid eggs, so that's cool. There are some Corys in here, some green ones. I basically put a heater in here, and I started feeding them a lot of blackworms, which I have, that I will be feeding soon. So we have a pair. There's the big Pleco. Let's go over here. So this is a very interesting tank. So I'm assuming now, I don't know if these are going to be browns, because... What is that? My ADD is kicking in. This is going to be a long video. Sorry, guys. Ah! So these are the fish that came out of the white plecos. So I'm assuming the red one in there might be the parent, and we got browns. So I have to get rid of him. We just have some regular plecos in here. Nothing to think. You know, one thing too I want to say in this particular, my whole scheme of my fish room. Oh God, I got to take those out. See, this is. These fish just end up kicking those things out, but I don't know. These are my Corys, my panda Corys, and a theme that you see with a lot of my fish tanks is they kind of just, there's no rhyme or reason to them. I basically just throw a bunch of stuff in there and see what works. And most stuff don't work, so I just have a lot of stuff in here. But this has blue snails, the panda Corys that I cannot get to breed. This is actually a tank that I breed assassin snails. This is the only tank that I breed assassin snails with. So you can see some assassin snails there. But they do breed in this tank. I have quite a few in here. And my final tank are my black rams. And one gold that I left in there. But nothing's really going on with them. There is a pair in here that frequently breeds. But the problem is they breed on this big ornament that I can't take them out. But let me back up with this. Yeah, this is the tank. Nothing special. That's it. So in conclusion to this video, some things that I really want to do this year is get rid of a lot of the regular plecos that I have, like especially in this tank, and then kind of focus on just rams and specialty fish, because the thing is, I've been finding when you guys breed a certain quality fish, a certain type of fish like regular plecos, it's very difficult to get rid of them as far as just selling them in general, because most people already have them, and when they get so flooded in the market that you're not really making money. I'm not really trying to make money. Like, I love breeding fish. That's really my hobby. But at the end of the day, too, this can be an expensive hobby that, you know, it would help to pay bills, or it would just help to kind of help with food and things like that. But other than that, that's really it. I am excited to breed these L138 plecos. There's tiger plecos, zebra plecos. Other than that, guys, I hope you have any comments or questions. Please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you in the next one. Peace.